It's Week 8 of the NFL, and this one features Trevor Lawrence. He's currently third in the NFL in passing yards. It's the Jaguars and the Packers. All that and more coming up next.
Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. ZA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. We are in store for a great game today, everyone. Kate Scott and Brock Heward, along for the ride in this one. We love these kind of games, Brock, and that's because we got a pair of teams who both gotten off to good starts this season. They find themselves with winning records as we now work our way through the front half of this schedule.
Yeah, you know, we try to be pros, and every game, right, is a big game, but when you have teams that have gotten off to these starts, we know these are both playoff caliber teams. They've looked at
just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. Devin Duvernay to return it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out in his fourth season since arriving as the #1 overall pick back in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Now here's a look at his production from last week and the part he played in his offense's victory. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd and 8. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
He beams one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead right away. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Cook to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. Bringing them out, someone who wowed last year in his first chance as a starter, Jordan Love.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here he's got to play some clean ball.
And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Love out of the shotgun. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. Handoff running left. Jacobs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. From the 48. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it'll be first down, Packers. Jacobs running behind center. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. It's only a gain of 1. Back-to-back misfires on the ground, and they're facing 3rd and long. Love from the gun. He's on the move. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Kirk in motion left. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And he'll find the space he needs to get this up to the 25-yard line. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Lawrence working from the gun. He completes it in traffic. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down throw, Lawrence. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brock, he got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board. You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Packers will take over possession. Thrown on 1st down, Love. Taken in by Luke Musgrave. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. And now they face 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Shotgun now for Love. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
It's a gain of
That one goes for 25 yards.
First down.
And it'll be 1st down, Packers. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Play brought to an end by Ronald Darby. Now a moment to check out his numbers catching that football last week. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Love to throw again. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing fourth down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Escapes a defender. And he found some running room for a nice gain. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And 4th and 4 coming up. They'll send Logan Cook out again for the punt. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now Love. Cut by Jacobs. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Play fake, it's Love. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Throwing on 2nd and real long here. Passing struggles bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Getting out to his left. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Daniel Whelan on the punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Jaguars football. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And it's going to be their football coming up. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing, Love. Gets this one to Watson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Love now to throw. Watson with the catch. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. While that play was going on, we see that one of their teammates shaken up on the play. Not quite sure what happened, but they're out there to tend to him. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
New set of downs for him from the 46. First down throw, here's Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Love. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Man in motion here. Jacobs gets it on the draw. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. First time this game they've looked to him. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Here's Love. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
You get into the red zone, and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
That'll be complete to Jacobs. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. The Packers are going to turn to their kicker, Anders Carlson, for the field goal try. From 37 yards in the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. His return reaches that 34-yard line before he stopped. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And as we work our way through this regular season, you can see he's currently sitting in the top 5 of the league in passing. Here's ETN on first down. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
From the 36. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that makes it 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This is hauled in by Ingram. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers' side of the field. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 46. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end, and it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. We've got a screen to the running back. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Brought down by Quay Walker. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Lawrence working from the gun. Hitting Ingram on the slant. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Now a give to ETN running right. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Lawrence looking to throw. That's taken in by ETN. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Tight end going in motion here. Here we go. 2nd and very long. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Lawrence facing 3rd and long. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
The kick by Shudak is good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they are there to bring him to a halt at the 26. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6 after 26-yard line.
Shotgun now for Love. That finds Jacobs complete. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Stopped by Foye Oluoku. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. Broke through the tackle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
Love from the gun. Quick slant taken in by Dobbs. And that's good for a gain of 5. Play brought to an end by Ronald Darby. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
At the Jaguars' 44-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later, for that next 3rd down coming.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Takes the handoff, now Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to author a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Love now. On target to Musgrave. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Again, Daniel Whelan heading out for another punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this one hits first at the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
Motioning the tight end left. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Down and 10.
Now Lawrence. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And as this play winds up out of bounds, let's see what that flag is all about.
Offense.
So instead of running 3rd down again, they decide to bring up 4th and let him keep the gain on the last play. 4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And the fair catch made here at the 15. No return on that punt. And the Packers are going to have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Taken in by Dobbs. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. The Packers take their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Play fake, it's Love. Bails out of the pocket quick. Ooh, look at this, here he goes. The Packers trying to hurry to the line. From the 29. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Here's Love. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And they're going to take over possession. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that one's unsuccessful. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Lawrence to throw it. ETN on the catch. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Jaguars in a punt formation. Keyshawn Nixon returning this for the Packers. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Packers will take over possession. 1st down throw, here's Love. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Target that time, Jaden Reed. So 2nd down coming up. Love now to throw. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Ooh, not much time to adjust, but he catches it still off the tip. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Looking to throw. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. He's gonna try to drop it in deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. So we're halfway through this contest from Jacksonville. The hometown Jaguars out in front. Now we'll send you down I-95 a couple hours to Orlando, depending on traffic. And we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, where you see the final score there. The Vikes don't want to fall into a deep hole this early, so a good win there ups their record to 3-4. From there, we head east to the land to check on the Brownies at home at Cleveland Browns Stadium. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Derrick Henry, 100 yards exactly on the ground with a touchdown run as well. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Drake May, terrific in the win, and a much-needed win at that, as it is indeed their first on the year. In the first half, we saw a strong outing from Trevor Lawrence. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott
to kick this
and
away.
The other blonde bomber, Brock Heward.
It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here's the Packer offense headed out to start the third quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Thrown on first down, Love. Flushed out of the pocket.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5.
Ball start.
So the penalty is going to back them up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Here's Love to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And it's 4th down. The Packers send out their punting unit. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped, not by the first defender, heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
That's good. For the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Lawrence working from the gun. Quick slant here to Kirk. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that 1st. All right, here we go, 2nd down.
And 5 at the Packers' 22-yard line.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. And oh, he got it! Interception! The rookie from Georgia has it. So now we get a stoppage. Looks like a timeout called by the defense. Love from the gun. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. They'll run here following the penalty. And they're ready for him at the line. Couldn't manage anything there. Jaguars, well, they must be thinking pass here, huh? They're in the dime. Third down coming up. Shotgun now for Love. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
So out now comes the punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. He'll start from the 39. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And it'll be Jaguars football. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Here's a give to ETN. And he's stopped cold by that defensive front. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This is hauled in by Ingram. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
You get to that money down, that 3rd down, you look to your money players, and this tight end is capable of it. Let's give some credit to the defense right there. Did an amazing job, not only sticking to him, but bringing him down before he can move the chains.
And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. Out now runs the Packer offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They go counter. It's Jacobs. He's contained at the line for no gain. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Love looking to pass. Hauled in by Musgrave. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. We've got whistles after the play as we have somebody shaken up, and that's Luke Musgrave in need of some attention out there. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Throwing, Love. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
The ability to track the ball, right? Ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge gain.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Christian Watson that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Love to throw again. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd down's critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 21-yard line.
An option give here to Etienne. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Trying it right side with Etienne. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Javon Bullard bringing that play to an end. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up second and 7.
From the 42. That's Thomas, he's got it. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Third and just 2 to go.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 2.
They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Throwing is Lawrence on third down. That's complete. Here's Kirk. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Handoff running left, Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here's second and 11. Finds him over the middle. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. It was Andre Sisco who hauled him down there. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Love out of the shotgun. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
First down throw, here's Love. Hits him on the out route. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Throwing it again here. This one taken in by Kraft. And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat. You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Like the best kickers in this league, he's just keeping on with his job. That's a third now. He's knocked through the uprights. 3 at a time's not going to get it done in this game, though. Eventually, they got to start running him out for some PATs.
He stopped on the return at the 27. The Jaguars are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. First down throw, Lawrence. ETN on the catch. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Second and 3 now.
Second and 3 at the 34-yard line.
So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our third quarter. It's Jaguars football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on to it for one final quarter. Second and 3 now. Here's ETN. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's ETN. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They go right back to ETN. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Running it after the penalty. And they're going to stop him after he runs it inside the 35. They'll take 6 on the play. Now they'll face 2nd and 14. From the gun, Johnson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Nixon now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Love now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I got to be honest, it hurts a little extra when it comes on 3rd down, but it really doesn't matter what down it is. If a completed pass is stopped at the line of scrimmage, offensively, that's a failure. Defensively, that's a success.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Here's Etienne on the give. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Here we go, 2nd and very long. Complete, it's Ingram. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Now Lawrence on the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Christian Kirk, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping called. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Lawrence now off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. On the draw, this is Johnson. Juke the defender. And he hit that lane beautifully. Big gain up to the 40. An 8-yard gain, but still left with 4th and a bunch. Jacksonville in punt formation. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. No return on that punt. And the Packers are going to have a long football field ahead of them on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Short pass brought in. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Oh, looks like the defense got a little too excited there, and that's going to be a penalty.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 3rd down.
After the penalty, 3rd and a yard coming up. To the air with Love. That's complete to Reed, out left. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Play fake, it's Love. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And this one does not go far. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
False start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Throwing his Love on 3rd. Finds his man. It's Kraft. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Love looking to pass. It's cut right side by Watson. Jukes one defender. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Handoff here to Jacobs. Jukes out of 1 stop. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Able to get it to Reed. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Love. This one's caught. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Love from the gun. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Love to throw again. Escapes the punt. And this is going to be a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers now trailed by just a point in the 4th. Jordan Love, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Here's Duvernay on the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home teams and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars with a little more work to do to win it here. From the 37. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
It's now third down and less than a yard.
To throw. This one's to Kirk out left side. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards.
He'll look to throw it. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Incomplete. It's now second and 10.
Setting up to pass. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to slide to a halt. For the moment, it's a gain, but we'll see if that penalty flag brings it all back. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Running right is Bigsby. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up fourth down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Back to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here he is to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with third and long. Turning to Jacobs on third. And he's brought down after a short gain. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. On now comes their punter. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. So no return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And they need to get it to at least that 40-yard line to have a shot at the game winner. But there's enough time remaining to work it even closer if things go right. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. A give up the gut to Bigsby. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. The give to Johnson on the option. And he drives this forward to the 6. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They're all set up for the game winner. Let's see how they approach it, starting with this 1st and goal. Carry here for Bigsby. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Cook to kick this away. Nixon now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Packers all set to get back out there. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Throwing on 1st down, Love. Oh, he got free. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Love out of the shotgun. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing now. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And the sting of losing such a close one the week before, apparently still at the forefront of their minds. They got out there and rebounded nicely with a win this week. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.